Hello guys, I thought I would make some Minecraft tutorials when it comes to redstone, because I created some things that I want to show you, but then it's kind of weird that I haven't shown you really the basics of redstone. Now this is a very hard tutorial to make because the basic of redstone is very hard. I don't know what to show you, but I'm just gonna show you some things. And this tutorial is basically for the guys who haven't really thought about redstone. I mean, when I first started out Minecraft, I just focused on survival and stuff like that. But then I later on got more and more focused on redstone, and now that's the only thing I do. Now I have a texture pack, and in these tutorials I will be using this texture pack. So this tutorial is also good for you to show everything. But I mean, this texture pack is really simple. Everything looks really simple, and I mean, you can see which way the repeater is pointing and things like that. So we're gonna start the tutorial. First we have a red torch. This is basically there we go, I had to pause there for a second. My mom entered the room. Yeah, so we have a red torch right here. This is basically energy, we're gonna call it, and this energy we can transfer using redstone. So redstone is basically the wire we are using to transfer energy. It is not used for anything else but that. And if we remove this source, you can see the redstone stops lighting up. Now, as you can see, this block is not powered, not at all. But if we were to power this block, this torch will loses power. So basically, any block that is given power in some way will not give out power on the red torches, but the block itself will not give out power. It will give out power if you put a repeater like this. Then the block will give out power. And this is a really good thing to use if you're using pistons that will attract this block, so you can turn off and on powers and stuff like that. It's kind of more advanced though. Yeah, here are some stuff I'm working on that I will show you later on. Whoops. Okay, and basically also things like this. Redstone can't give power for any distance. They have to be in a certain distance to give power. As you can see here, this is 15 blocks. This is the 15th block, and at the 16th block it will give power, but since this block has power. But it won't give power to this block because this redstone here doesn't have power. Power can only be transmitted for 15 blocks, but if you were to place a repeater here, it will then give power to this torch here, as you can see. So that is something you may, very useful thing. Yeah, but repeaters are more thing. It's not the. I mean, you use repeaters for more than just, like, I don't know what you call it, but to refresh a stream of power. You use it basically to gain delay. As you can see, if you right click on this repeater, this lever in the back, or whatever we're gonna call it, will actually, wait, we do it like this. I'm gonna place pistons here. When they gain power, they will move up. And if we give this power at the same time, first I'm gonna reset this. Okay, if we give it power now, they will all rise at the same time, as you can see. But if we right click on this repeater, as you can see, they move up. First this one, then that one, then that one, that one, and so on. This is because this has one tick delay. If you place a repeater, it automatically gives one tick delay, and this is the default position of the repeater, and you cannot give it a smaller tick of delay. You have to give it one tick delay if you use a repeater. But if you right click on it, if you right click on the repeater, you will gain. If you right click one time, you will get 2 tick delays. If you right click it again, that means if you right click 2 times, a total of 2 times, you gain 3 ticks delay. And if you right click one more time, which is a total of 3 times, you get a 4 tick delay, and this is the maximum. Now one good thing about this is if we add 2 delay here, 2 delay here, we add 1 delay here, and we had 1 delay here. If I now would add a repeater here and here, this would give this repeater 2 ticks delay, this repeater 2 ticks delay, this repeater 1 tick, and this repeater 1 tick, which would together give it 2 ticks each. So they would still rise at the same time. And yeah. And also one thing more, if you didn't notice that the first time, if it rises first, it will also drop first. That's also one thing, very useful thing. Now, there are more ways to give redstone power than using a torch. This torch will give it power 24/7. If we use a button, for example, I power this thing on for a little while. Just a little while. Yes. Or I power it on for a short time, who knows? Yeah. And basically this is what I call the pulse. I don't know what other people call it. I call it the pulse. And we can make this pulse have a delay. If I put repeaters all the way and give it 4 tick on each, we can see how this delay is working. As you can see, it takes a long time for it to reach. I think also it will, I don't know if it stays on longer, so repeater. No, it stays on for the same amount of time. But yeah, we can also, instead of adding a button, add a lever. And that's basically it. Lever gives something power for the whole time, and this is very useful when using stuff. I don't like to use levers, so I basically use buttons and turn them into levers, because I hate levers, they look so awful. And yeah, let's show you the pistons that you can work with. Yeah, that's also one thing I can show you. If I were to place the whatever redstone like that, it would not give this power because it's not linked up with the pistons. But if I were to power these blocks, it works. Why? Well, basically because when I put redstone on this, on the white blocks here, it doesn't matter which block they are. I just use the white blocks because it's easy to show you. The white blocks gain power, and if they gain power, they transfer this power into the pistons. But if they were to be this level, nothing that is touching the pistons got power, since it's only the power one step to the right that got, only the blocks one step to the right and one step down that got power. But if I were to do like this instead, it would give it power. Yeah. And basically this is a sticker piston and this is a normal piston. Normal pistons are used to push objects up while, or down or whatever. They are used to push objects, while sticker pistons are used to push object up or in whatever direction you have it, and then back again in its normal or former state. As you can see, this has a sticky appearance and this has a non-sticky. Now I'm using a texture pack, but it looks really the same. And I will leave the name of this texture pack in the description so you can get it for yourself. And one thing more, you can also give power to these things by turning on a pressure plate. Now one more thing, pressure plates actually give power like this also, so you can actually hide your wiring really good if you do like this. It's really simple to hide it. Just you walk on it and you have all the powering on the floor and stuff like that. One thing more, which I found out recently actually, is that you can use, instead of a stone pressure plate, you can use a wooden pressure plate. and if I walk on it, it's actually absolutely nothing. But if I were to throw an object on it, it actually gets activated. So this thing can be activated through objects. One thing that I haven't really tested, which I'm gonna test right now, is what happens if you shoot an arrow on it. What the fuck? Yeah, I'll see. Okay, doesn't seem to activate it. What the fuck is that? What the hell? Something is bugged. Yeah, okay, so arrows doesn't really do it. Yeah. So that's this for this tutorial, guys. I mean, it's just basic, and I mean, I will begin to make tutorials on like how to do simple door contraptions and somewhat more advanced door contraptions and other things that I find funny to show you guys. So thank you for watching this tutorial. I'm really tired, I'm sorry for that, and I'll see you later.